Hello and welcome. I'm Maria McMahon and I wanted to make a series of videos based on my book, The Top 50 Red Flags of Romantic Predators, How to Avoid the Narcissist Trap. Now that's a lot of red flags to get through, so I'm going to be posting new videos every Monday, Wednesday and Thursday until I've got them all done. I'm actually aiming to keep them all quite short, maybe 5 to 10 minutes. So it won't take long for you to just learn the basics about these different red flags, which are just so vital to help you protect yourself from those romantic predatory narcissists that are out there, okay? So do come and join me regularly and let me share all these red flags with you. Thank you very much for joining me. So let's get started with today's video. Hello and welcome to today's video, and I'm going to talk about red flag number 11, and that is narcissists always trash their exes. Now, it's fairly common and acceptable when you're on a first date to ask a person, if they've been married or how long they've been on the dating scene. And if they've asked you and you've told them, you're divorced or you've recently broken up or whatever, there's your opportunity to bounce it back and ask, how about you? Listen carefully to how they talk about their exes as you probe to find the answer to why they are alone. Was it all the ex's fault? Does this person talk their ex down? Does this person describe their ex as crazy, jealous, unhinged, or any other kind of negative description? As you kind of dig deeper and ask a few more questions, you'll probably find that there's a pattern of a lot of exes, not just one, and a lot of trash talk about all of them. Now, the narcissist might play the sort of hurt, rejected, broken-hearted over the breakup card. They might make themselves out to be the victim of a cruel, unkind ex who cheated on them, all this sort of stuff. Now, they're still trashing their ex, but in a way that kind of makes you feel sorry for them. So their strategy is to get you to, feel that bond with them and make you think you'd never do that to them, They might even go the complete opposite way and wax lyrical about how amazing their ex was and how sorry they are that it didn't work out. And, that's something that's kind of bizarre, and you wouldn't think people would do it, but narcissists do, particularly if they are vulnerable narcissists. That's the kind of thing that you'll hear from a vulnerable narcissist. So how they talk about their ex is a critical clue to what's really going on with them. Because most people, normal people, don't go into details about their ex at this point. So if you're getting too much information, just beware, because something much more sinister could be going on behind this story that you're being told. Everything that they're saying has this hidden agenda to make you feel a certain way. So it's either aimed at getting you to feel sorry for them and setting up this construct in your mind that you'd never do that to them, or it's designed to push your nurturing, empathetic buttons to want to heal all that hurt, to make them feel better, to come in and be the savior for them. And it's a very clever manipulative tactic. And because the narcissist is a master at this game, you'll have absolutely no clue that this is going on unless you know the ploys and the plays and you have your narc radar on full alert. If they start saying really nasty things about their ex, no matter how kindly they might put it, don't believe them. Don't just swallow it all hook, line and sinker. Remember that there are two sides to every story and you're only hearing what they want you to hear. And ask yourself again, why would they talk badly about their ex, when they've only just met you? Imagine them talking about you like this 3 months or 6 months or however long down the line. Because the truth is, if they can talk about their ex like that to you, they are the kind of person who will be capable of saying the same types of things about you further down the line. So it also goes to a person's character and their integrity. If you think about it, excuse me, a genuine, decent person doesn't start trashing their ex to the first person they meet. Most relationships, you know, they break up because the people in them couldn't work things out. And many relationships break up quite amicably, even though it might be painful. You know, people get closure and move on. And even if they didn't, normal people just do not want to start dishing the dirt and going over the awfulness of the previous relationship with a potential new partner. You know, it's just not the way it should go. So if it's going that way, and you're on this early date scenario with this new person, put your narc radar on high alert and put your emotional brakes on. Now, on the other hand, if they're idealizing their ex, you know, telling you how wonderful they were in every way and how sad they are that it didn't work out, think about it. Why would anyone say that on a date? And they do, because I've heard this from, you know, particularly women in my group, had guys that this is how they behaved. You know, so it does happen. Now, this should be telling you loud and clear that something's wrong here. If you get into a relationship with this person, you're actually going to be setting yourself up for constant abuse in the form of comparison, among many other awful things that narcissists do as part of their personalities. But if they're idealizing their ex and telling you how wonderful they were in every way and how sad they are that it didn't work out, you know, stop and ask yourself, why would anyone say that on a date? Who does this? This should be telling you loud and clear that something is wrong. So if you get into a relationship with a person like this, you'll be compared and you'll be found wanting in every department. You won't be as attractive as the iconic ex. You won't be as fit. Your body won't be as good. You won't be as intelligent. You won't be as good in bed. You won't be as good as, you know, as good at your job. You won't be as good as yada, yada, yada. And this type of abuse will slowly erode your sense of self-worth, and you'll keep trying to live up to these unattainable and totally false ideas of perfection that are being constantly shoved in your face. And before long, you'll feel fat, ugly, unlovable, unworthy, even if you in fact are slim and gorgeous and you have a heart of gold. And believe me, I have women in my group, they've sent me pictures of themselves, and you know, they're absolutely stunning. Yet their sense of worth has been so systematically destroyed that they really believe they're unattractive. Their reality, and yours if you don't heed all the warnings that I mention in my book, that I keep mentioning to remind you, it's the top 50 red flags of narcissistic abuse, of romantic predators, and this whole video series is based on these flags. If you don't make yourself aware of it and know what the flags are, then you will end up in a relationship where your reality will also be changed to a false new reality. That reality will be one of the narcissist's making. And this is why it's so devastating, because it causes such a lot of erosion of the self. And it's why you end up feeling so low in self-worth, having so much anxiety about yourself, and a whole ton of other stuff I won't go into because I'm trying to stick with these videos. I'm trying to keep the flags just focused on what each flag is each time. But of course, you know, there is so much more to it. So just coming back to the way they talk about their exes, pay very close attention to that, because it will give you a lot of valuable information about what kind of person they are. And then ask yourself, is this the kind of person you want to get involved with? Would you talk about any of your exes in the same way? And if the way they are talking just sounds wrong to you, remember your gut intuition, tune into that, and then file this under flag. If it's another red flag that's showed up, then you just want to knock this on the head. You don't want to have another date with this person. You want to block them and completely sever all the communication ties immediately. Because by doing so, you will save yourself a nightmare of heartache that you will get. I guarantee that is what you will get if you do get into this relationship. So be warned, and I will be back again tomorrow with more videos in the series of the top 50 red flags of romantic predators. Ugh, I've got narcissistic abuse on the brain. So thank you for tuning in, and I hope that you'll tune in regularly so that you get to know about all these other flags if you don't already. So my name is Maria McMahon. I'm a clinical NLP hypnotherapist, and I help people to recover from narcissistic abuse. So if you'd like to connect with me, I will put links below this video so you'll be able to find me. And I'd love to connect with you. I'd also love to hear any feedback you have on any of the videos that I've shared. So thank you again, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.